probably be how with kid actors it's hard to get realistic expressions out of them. So some of the smiles are very genuine and some are like very forced, like a little brother smiling.
It's gonna be us today.
Picture. Yeah. Remember in choir, they always told us to raise our eyebrows while we were singing, so we didn't look angry.
It's also so you sing higher, you go flat if you don't raise your eyebrows. Because you're too relaxed.
You can also flex certain other muscles.
What? What? What does that mean? Actually very curious to see how many people check this out.
So what did you post on Twitter that you're going to be checking?
I just said that we'll be going live at 4:30. And
So like
people are
everybody knows
commenting.
how to get to the...
Yeah, I posted.
Sure. Just like
Yeah.
other... I think we should start out by tapping the camera and saying, is this thing on? Okay, looking like we're live.
Oh.
The stream health says it's pretty low quality. I don't know. I think that just is counting the visitors and the comments per minute. But like it says, well, okay. I thought it just meant like the buffering thing.
Are
I
you
don't
seeing
think
it
so.
on your?
I watched it on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
We're live now, you said? Mm-hmm. All right. Should we start in?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also gonna bring it up on my phone. Just.
Are you guys gonna do like your intros, or do you guys want to just
Oh, hey,
talk a little bit?
look at that. Yeah, we're gonna introduce ourselves. Yeah. You want to get started, Luke?
So yeah, welcome to Paracord Planet live stream. Today we're going to be making Paracord bracelets for Operation Gratitude.
I'm Jake.
Yeah, and I'm Luke.
And yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of these. Operation Gratitude right now is doing a 16-day challenge to try to get as many red, white, and blue survival paracord bracelets as possible shipped to them within 16 days. It's their 16-year anniversary. So the last day of that challenge is July 5th. So if you want to participate, we'll be making bracelets for the next hour or so here. The reason we're doing an hour is because Luke here is going to beat Paul, which if you want to know what that is, Luke's going to tell you.
So Paul, the COO of Operation Gratitude, can make 40 bracelets in 1 hour. And so we've got behind us here 95 strands of paracord to make 40 bracelets a piece, or the goal is to make over 40. Jake's not real confident.
I'm not super confident that I can make over 40. I also figure someone needs to banter, and if he's really in the zone trying to beat Paul, that I could maybe fill in for the banter, and he
Jake
can
will definitely
make
win
some
in the talking
bracelets.
contests.
Yes, exactly. That's my skill. So, but yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of these bracelets. It's gonna be good. We're gonna start the clock at 4:30. So, if you guys could please comment as well if you have any questions for me. This is also kind of like a Reddit ask me anything. You can ask me anything. Keep it appropriate, please. We'll answer appropriate questions. But yeah, let us know, honestly, anything that you want to let us know. If you want us to do a certain tutorial on this YouTube page, let us know that in those comments. If you have anything you want to let us know, it'd be great to hear from you. So be sure to use that feature.
We got Tyler behind the screens. It's going to shout out your guys' questions and comments to us as we go along.
Yes,
So.
I'm not just magically going to get them. He's going to read them. So, but yeah. What time do we have here? 4:24. So we got a little bit of time here.
I should mention, if you guys want to follow along with this challenge, I don't know how prepared you guys are at home, But there is a template on the Operation Gratitude website. We put a link in the description of the video. So if you guys want to print that off and try your hand at making as many as you can in an hour, you are welcome to join us. And post on social media, #BeatPaul.
Yes. And beat Paul, if you can. But I'm just going to start making bracelets.
You can't start before the timer starts.
Well, I mean, we have 95, so there's no way you're going to use all 95. So might as well,
We'll get our counter up.
get a couple going. I've already admitted defeat in the whole like trying to beat Paul thing yesterday when it took me like 15 minutes to make 5. So I'm more here for the charity of it all, really.
Is that good for placement or is that glaring?
Just move up there a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, just keep your hands out there for now. Looks good though.
Okay.
From what I see.
Nice.
So I don't really explain this to you. Just kind of reach around and tap your side of the screen.
Okay, okay, let me see that. Oh wow, that's a nice app. Nice use of technology there. Speaking of technology, if you guys have any like audio issues or anything from the stream technically that you'd want to let us know about, please let us know because we're still figuring stuff out. So
Music is too loud.
yeah, if the music's too loud, anything like that,
Or too quiet.
or too quiet. It's true. If you're like really vibing to it and you're like, wow, I wish they could turn that up, just let us know. So this is the basic bracelet. We have these jigs here, which makes it a little bit easier. You can download the PDF of that jig setup if you're really trying to crank them out.
Not sure if you guys can see it on camera here, but it's basically just a template that you can print off.
Mm-hmm. Paul's probably watching this and like, wow, he's really turning that slowly. They did a live stream on Saturday and he basically just does this the whole time. And yeah, I can't. I'm more of a slow and steady wins the race kind of guy.
We have Michael and Ryan in the chat.
Oh, Michael, Ryan, what's up, guys?
The basics of this bracelet is that you start out with 7.5 feet, so it's kind of nice. You can pre-cut it. You don't have to cut it afterwards. And the reason that they ask for this kind of bracelet is that it's pretty easy to make. It goes a lot faster than making a Cobra bracelet, but then it's easy to undo as well. So you can basically just undo one simple knot at the end, pull it apart to use it for practical things.
It's often referred to as a quick deploy bracelet because of that. It is quick to deploy.
We've got a lot of cool stories on the Operation Gratitude website of different ways that soldiers and first responders have used these bracelets in the past. So
yeah, I didn't give a great overview of Operation Gratitude. So they create care packages to send to first responders, troops, veterans, their families, wherever they see the need for them. And the items that they include in that, typically it's toiletries, various snacks, fun things as well, but the bracelet is something they'd like to include in every single package, so that's why they really ask for volunteers to make these guys.
What was their goal again for this year? Was it?
I think it was 500,000 something. Tyler, could we get a fact check on that?
I'm pretty sure you're right. I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
so 500,000 care packages
Yeah.
made this year, and every one of those care packages will have a Paracord bracelet in it. So
Exactly. So
This
they
is to
need
go
you to
towards that.
make them,
Yes.
is what I'm saying. So make the bracelets. It's very fun.
We have Jenna
yep.
in the chat.
Hey Jenna.
Boy, this one's long. See, this has taken me like 4 minutes to make a single one. So like I said, more of the bantering than the bracelet making for me. But I'm just going to cheat and just go right in there. I'm not cheating. It's a perfect bracelet. I think it looks good.
All right, we've got about 2 minutes. Is that right? Until we'll start the timer.
Yep, looks like it. On Jake's computer it says 1 minute, but what do we want to go by?
Let's go by the computer time.
Okay, computer time.
Yep.
We got about a minute, and then I'll hit the start.
Oh, I guess I kind of
Stopwatch,
cheated
and then
there.
we can go.
Oh, I'm trying to hit reset.
Messing it up.
Yeah, I'm goofing.
Bringing
it.
up ads.
Brought up an ad. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, there. We're good.
Start over at 0. So
I
you're
hit.
right.
Yeah, I hit 1, and I forgot that counts kind of for the.
All set? I'm going to be hitting the
Yeah.
start in just a second here.
Whew, yeah, let me just sip some coffee.
On your marks.
Good boy.
Go.
Okay.
We're rolling.
See, I didn't know we were starting holding them. I'm already finding some inconsistencies in this. I
Says
don't
the
know.
person who made one before.
I
the
didn't count
time
it. I
started.
hit the reset button. I did that. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of the whole deal here. We're gonna make a ton of these. Hopefully, we did cut 95 lengths, so regardless if we're able to do 40 in an hour or whatever, we'll probably end up turning all those into bracelets. I
Michael
imagine.
says you guys should do a drawing for everyone who sends in 25 bracelets to win a gift card.
Oh, that's not a bad
That's
idea.
an interesting idea.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's write that down, please, because I like that. But yeah, I was trying to think of a way we could kind of incorporate that into giveaway.
As you guys are doing this,
Yeah,
let's just do some small talk.
yeah. What do you got, Tyler?
What's your favorite TV show you're watching right now?
Okay, so the question was, what's your favorite TV show you're watching right now? Which actually, Luke and I just had a really good conversation about this earlier. I just started watching The Good Place. Fantastic show. Oh my goodness.
I think it's the best show I've seen in the last 2 years.
It is phenomenal. And I had heard it was good, but I can't stress this enough. Ted Danson, oh my goodness. My
Cheers,
goodness.
everything.
My roommates and I have been watching Cheers as well, actually, so it's kind of fun. It's like a little time warp every time, you watch some Cheers. Yeah, it's
Well,
kind
this
of
is not going super fast. What's our timer at already? We're 3 minutes down or something?
Yep.
Oh, great.
58:05.
nice.
And I'm bracelet number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that yours, Luke, too? You
That's
pick
the
bracelet
bracelet.
Yeah,
one?
it's about the
Yep.
charity, guys, not the actually beating Paul.
We decided ahead of time that we're going to make good bracelets instead of
Exactly.
only fast.
Exactly. Not to say Paul's aren't good. I'm sure Paul makes great bracelets. No criticism there.
We're
But-
professionals at selling paracord, not necessarily
Exactly.
speed. Okay, so number 1 fun.
Okay, well, I just gotta flex on that. That's cool. Whatever.
Michael says that he's watching Arrow.
Oh yeah, I watched the first probably about 3 seasons of that. What
I think
season
I
are they
watched the
on? Are they
first
on
season of that.
5 or 6?
Yeah, they're
There's a ton.
pretty
This
far
is the
on.
last season too, I believe.
Oh, it's still going.
Yes, I think they're doing the last one.
I only watch TV shows on Netflix, so I'm always a couple seasons behind.
They're on. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, now you need to.
The
The
oh,
old
that's
version.
Netflix original.
Yeah. No, that
No,
one's
that's
CW. Yeah. With
What other Ted Danson shows do you know? I'm gonna quiz you. What is it?
CSI something.
Yep.
He has a
What's
cameo.
CSI? Is it just CSI?
He has a cameo in Frasier.
Okay, well, that's because that's a Cheers spinoff. Doesn't count.
Do you remember Becker?
Yes, what's that from?
That was,
Give
that
Is
myself
was
that
one
a
Ted Danson
show?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was like one of his sitcoms.
I guess I never realized that. Well, good for Ted.
And Luke, you were talking about your favorite book right now is what?
Yeah, so I'm just going through the Harry Potter series.
No spoilers, guys.
Great, now they're gonna.
Yeah, now they're actually. That's gonna be an issue.
Good thing we have somebody else watching the comments.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wanna tell you the spoilers.
Yeah, just watched the first movie. It was good. In the 3rd book,
It's a worldwide
I've
phenomenon.
managed to not have really any spoilers my whole life for this series, so can't read it now.
Yeah, I still don't know how that's even possible.
What about you, Jake? What book are you reading right now? You reading books?
Not a big book reader. Dungeons and Dragons modules. I'm trying to run Storm King's Thunder. If anyone's into that. That's the last book I purchased, I guess.
What about cooking? Do you guys do a lot of cooking?
Oh, yes.
You are
Lots
all
of cooking.
like- Yeah,
So I basically make taco meat once a week and just eat it.
can you
Forever.
call it taco meat if it's tofu?
Okay, the tofu tacos happened one time, and I was on a bit of a tofu streak, and although I was on a tofu streak, I was not on a knowing how to cook tofu streak, so I did not make the tacos too well, but normally I like using ground turkey is kind of my move, because then
I do that.
you don't feel as bad about just constantly
Put
eating
all the
tacos.
spices in there
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. Exactly. You double the spices. Also, I usually, if I use ground turkey, I'll cut up like an onion and a jalapeno and stuff, so there's a little more
Where do you cook?
substance.
You like to grill?
Yeah. No, I've never grilled.
Oh, you never grilled. That's right.
I used to be on a grilling kick back in one of the old houses I lived in.
I
We
like
had to
do
grill.
stovetop stuff though, more than baking.
Yeah, I'm also a big stovetop guy. Baking, I'm kind of a failure at baking. I'm not great at it. I've made some really good oven French toast. I found this great recipe. Oh my goodness.
What's the best thing you've ever cooked?
My meatloaf is pretty good.
Meatloaf?
That's a loaded question. I marinated this chicken one time and I cooked it with fresh habaneros. They were grown by my brother's in-laws, so they were like crazy fresh. Like we got them from the farm like the week before, and I had never experienced flavor like that. That being said, the habaneros incredibly hot. It was ridiculously hot, but I'd say that's probably the most delicious thing I've cooked. Definitely the thing with the most flavor.
Would you say meatloaf? What was so great about this meatloaf?
Yeah.
What'd you put in it?
I
What's
put like carrots and some other veggies in it.
Oh.
It's kind of like a super meatloaf.
I'm
wasn't your
quite
standard
intrigued by that. That
Grandma's
sounds.
meatloaf, although I haven't had your grandma's meatloaf.
Oh, I do a great bean bake as well, like calico beans, if anyone's familiar. That's.
Johnston R says ground turkey soaks up the spices nicely.
I agree. I totally agree. And like, you don't have to drain like a ton of fat out of it. It keeps all the
Be a
like
fan of
juices
that.
and stuff in it. And honestly, I never have anything to drain the fat into.
There's like that.
What? Oh, yeah, that's
Did I
right.
forget to?
Yeah, you did. You did. But
That thing's right in front of me.
yeah, Tyler's got to watch out for mine because there are less. So he's like, yeah, make sure you tap the thing because you're only at 2.
So where'd you guys go on your last vacation?
Portland.
Sioux Falls.
Didn't you take a train?
No.
No, you didn't take a
Oh
train?
gosh, no, I
You
flew.
can take a train to Portland.
Yeah, but it'd probably take you a couple
I
days.
think that would be a fun adventure though.
I don't know, that'd be a long train
Like a
ride.
sleeper car.
Okay.
Your own
If you have a nice car, yeah.
And you're nice
We're
to
streaming from the great city of Fargo, North Dakota. by
Yes, indeed. If anyone's familiar with Fargo, North Dakota, it's a good time.
What about you, Luke?
I was in Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls. Okay. What'd you guys do
Oh,
there?
I like Sioux Falls.
We went to the falls
Sure.
and also an aquarium / butterfly house. It was pretty cool. I've never
A
been-
butterfly house?
Yeah.
Sounds like a really good time. There's just butterflies everywhere? That's,
Yep.
wow.
There's a moth about this big. It's pretty cool.
Mothra.
The Atlas moth.
Basically Godzilla.
We keep getting comments from It's Top Games.
Ah, nice.
Do you
What's
guys know
up?
David? He says he knows the owner.
David, I'm
Oh.
not sure.
They
What? Oh, indeed. What's up?
Welcome to-
Was it
welcome to-
Carter, right?
I don't know how it, but it's Top Games.
Nice.
So what pets do you guys have?
None. Got 2 roommates. That's.
What are pets you have to take care of? Feeding.
They're watching this and just cursing me, both at home. Like, what the heck?
What was your you had a childhood pet?
I had a rat growing up. I was a rat kid.
Never heard anybody refer to themselves as that.
Hey, Ron Weasley has a rat. I know
It's
that
true. Well, keep reading.
Especially this book. Keep reading.
What book are you on?
3.
Oh, I thought you were on 2.
The book where
Nice.
the rat comes into play a lot.
Yeah. The rat's back.
I know there's more to the cat than I.
Oh, indeed there is.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So if you guys are wondering more kind of some paracording stuff, you're wondering about these colors we're using, they're all red, white, and blue toned multi-patterned colors. And we are using Liberty, Captain America, USA Camo, Stars and Stripes, and red, white, and blue. which that one's easy to remember. So. But
What's your favorite color out of all?
out of all those, Captain America by far. Which also, shameless plug, all of those colors are on sale right now because we're having a 4th of July sale. So if you really want to make some red, white, and blue bracelets, now's a good time to get red, white, and blue paracord. But this is about making the bracelets, not sewing the paracord. So what other questions you got, Tyler?
What's your favorite number and why?
My favorite number, 13, because it was my locker number in like
That's cool.
4th grade.
13. Yeah,
It was yeah, I was like, oh, this is cool. It was the first year we had locker numbers too. So I was like, oh, cool. I actually got like a unique one that is, you know, yeah. I don't agree. I think that's superstition. I think it's a fine number.
It's still fun.
Yeah, it's a great number. It's getting warm in here. Also, I'm just gonna throw that out for our viewers not feeling the heat at home.
We got a question from Michael.
Mhm.
He's been commenting.
Hi, Michael.
Do you have a favorite jig to use?
Ooh,
Question from Michael, do we
Yes.
have a favorite jig to use? I really like, I'm forgetting the name of it now.
Like the monkey fist.
Yeah, it's the Monkey Fist jig. It's an all metal one.
it's Jig Pro Shop though, right?
Yeah, it's Jig Pro Shop.
Jig Pro Shop's metal monkey fist jig. I like that. Jig Pro Shop has a really like their giant one. I really like that. The one you use for like belts and stuff.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
the 60-inch.
Yep, because it has like all 4 buckles on there. You just flip it around. It sits nice and flat on tables. It's a nice one.
So that would be yours, just the long jig.
The really big Jig Pro Shop one. Yep, I can't think of the exact.
I think the name of mine is
size.
the Unim Monkey Fist jig.
Yes,
It
that's
makes much
right.
bigger monkey fists than most of the wood jigs, so that's why that one's
Stars and Stripes one.
Thank you for the question, Michael.
Thank
Yeah, thanks for the question, Mike.
you. Yeah. Well, we don't know if he's Mike.
Michael.
But look, yeah, you never answered the pets thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You have
I've
cats.
got 2 cats right now.
Do you need cat scratching post? I'm really trying to pawn off that cat
It
scratching
depends on how
post.
big the cat scratching post is, because my cats are
It's
huge,
that one
so-
that's
Under my
Oh,
under
it's one
under
that-
Tyler's
yeah.
desk.
one that I get to scratch.
Can
Yeah,
you
I'm
wrap up?
still trying to. Yes, shameless plug. Check out the wrap up if you
I
want to hear me
think-
talk about paracord.
I think my one cat would eat that scratching post for breakfast. So.
Well, you underestimate the sisal rope, evidently. So
No, just the size.
some high quality rope.
So we have a question from Josh. Also,
Oh, wait, like.
I forgot to get back to him.
Do we have to say it?
favorite band? Don't say that.
Oh yes. Yes.
Do we have to say his name like that? Josh.
Let's see. Favorite band.
It's not Joshua. It's just Josh.
God, that's. I mean, overall, just taking into no other factors than like what's my favorite, like personal favorite. Probably Fall Out Boy.
Mm,
Definitely Fall Out Boy.
that's a good one. Yeah, I've listened to what's the one on the end of Big Hero 6?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you should
Oh.
see it.
We Could Be Immortals.
Yeah,
Like that.
Immortals. I think it's-
Immortals. There we go. I've listened to that one on repeat in the car many times.
So that's another question from Mid Stop Games. He asked, what's your favorite song? So what's your favorite Fallout?
Favorite Fall Out Boy song? Oh gosh. Oh, that's such a loaded question. I mean, Sugar We're Going Down technically is the favorite, but like that's so mainstream. It's a little less 16 Candles is probably my not single favorite song. Favorite song that isn't a single is what I'm trying to say.
Yours would be Immortal since you've been playing it so much.
No, that's been a couple years. I really like Switchfoot,
Nice, I've seen
especially
them
some
live.
of John Foreman's solo stuff. Kind of a folksy vibe.
So we have another question about paracord stuff.
Mhm.
Michael asked, do you have a favorite bracelet to make?
This one actually is definitely my, like, not even kidding. This is my favorite bracelet to make.
6.
He's doing better than me. You only need a single color, which a lot of our pattern stuff, it's tough to make 2 multicolor patterns match, but if you're only using the single multicolor pattern, I think this like single tone bracelet really makes that pop. It's easy to make and it's fast to make. You technically can make them in a minute if you're running through it. I can't, as we've all seen live on this YouTube stream. But yeah, definitely this bracelet here. What about you, Luke?
I really enjoyed making the guitar strap. Or is this
Not a bracelet.
Bracelets.
As far as Paracord creations, you'd say.
Yeah.
Straps.
Yeah.
That was really good. But for a bracelet.
For a bracelet, probably the fishtail, if we're just going like a basic weave. I really like the look of that a lot better than the cobra. So
you don't get to use a jig with that one, really.
You can use a jig with that one. I would say on the fishtail, I like using a jig because that's one where like the tight knots are really important.
Mm-hmm.
I find so much easier to do if you have a jig.
What about creations for you? What creations that you've made you?
The coaster holds a special place in my heart because I had some.
Every day.
So like, yeah, I use it every day, and the first time I made one, I royally struggled. Like, it was really bad. The Turk's head really was very difficult for me. But I did it a couple more times, and I finally got it done. And so that was kind of my first like paracord hurdle, I guess you could say, was making a coaster. So
What's your good?
that holds a.
I would say guitar strap.
yeah, probably.
Just because the time.
Just
takes
because,
to go
yeah,
into
it took a long time, but it's a useful thing. I've actually got it on my guitar right now.
Okay. You're using it then currently?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely tell them to check it out.
Yeah, we've got a tutorial on how to make that one, so definitely check that out.
We have a video tutorial on how to make this bracelet, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
This exact one.
Oh, hey guys, I'm speeding up a bit. This is nice. Look at that.
I'm feeling so threatened.
I have another
I'm gonna overtake you.
broad question.
Yeah.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Okay.
That you want to tell the world right now.
Yeah, no kidding. You want to say to YouTube?
These questions I just looked up. Like,
Yeah, I'm
these are
trying to.
like an intimate.
I always it's like
Get to know your date.
first date questions. I have an answer for this because it was the other day and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I enjoy this. What was it? I mean, I'm gonna say like social media is a guilty pleasure. The amount of time I look at social media, I think, qualifies it as a guilty
I'm going to
pleasure.
say guilty. I wouldn't classify that as a pleasure.
Fair. Follow us on Twitter and follow us on all the things. We're at Paracord Planet Official, depending on the thing, actually. But
Yeah, that's only Instagram.
yeah, specifically Instagram.
So desert island questions now.
Oh boy, yes,
If you had to pick one food for the rest of your life
tacos.
on a desert,
Can I make tacos on a desert island?
say
Do I get all the like fixins for the tacos?
Just one ingredient or
you wouldn't get second tacos.
Gosh, no, I haven't over the last few years that I've just been constantly making tacos.
Pork tacos, some good like salsa.
Okay, okay, yeah.
And this like
Well,
crumbly cheese. Ooh, it's good.
let's not talk about that until Taco Bros opens at 6. Shameless plug for Taco Bros there.
Is that what we're going after this?
That's where I'm going after this.
Luke, desert island,
oh boy.
one food.
The meatloaf.
You said meatloaf if you didn't hear that. If I'm thinking practically, probably something like trail mix with fruit in it. But
Okay, that's boring. Tacos are practical.
otherwise, if we're just going like favorite food, because that's what Jake said, it'd be hard for me to live without.
I feel like my answer was more nuanced than favorite food. I feel like it was not only favorite food, but favorite food that I wouldn't get sick of.
I could probably go pizza.
We do love pizza.
Yep.
What else you got? Oh, you sound tired.
How fast?
Well, I'm making more bracelets than you.
Fair. What was that, Tyler?
How fast do you read when you read something?
The question was, how fast do you read? back in my prime, like 6th grade, I was soaring through books. Now a little bit slower. Definitely, I'd say I'm a pretty average reader, speed-wise, at this point.
I would say on the faster end, but I've got brothers who put me to shame. So
Well, and you're only on the 3rd Harry Potter book. I finished those like 10 years ago, so
so I'm years,
very
I'm
slow.
years slower than you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I should have just said, how fast can you read Harry Potter? Alright, what are the 3 best apps on your phone?
The 3 best apps on my phone.
Oh, actually, this is kind of fun. I just downloaded the Marvel Comics app. It's like Marvel Unlimited or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like $10 a month, and you can just read all the comics. And that
That's
is.
one.
I'm trying to spend less time scrolling through the same like 10 tweets on Twitter on like Saturdays, you know, when you're just sitting there and you're like, yep, I'll just look at this, and it's the same thing over and over again. And you're like, why am I doing this? Now I'll just go read Thor.
That was one. One app.
I can jump in with one. I'm going to be forever practical again and say Mint. It's a personal finance app. You can connect bank accounts and stuff to it and see all of your finances in one place. And that's made a pretty big difference in being able to keep track of spending and things like that.
Do you keep a budget book or anything?
It's kind of been, it's morphed over the years. But
What music is playing right now?
It's loud on here, but it's pretty quiet on
Is
this.
that the SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Is this Space Monkey Mafia?
Yeah.
Nice. Check out Space Monkey Mafia, guys.
I'm gonna go back to our lo-fi.
Nice.
Let me get back to a question for you.
Yeah.
You have any other apps to add? 3 other apps, or 2 other
I
apps?
don't know if I do.
Just the social medias.
The Marvel ones, the social medias.
About 40 minutes.
What about 40
Left.
minutes left?
Mhm.
Nice. That's good. We got this.
it hasn't been 40 minutes.
I'm gonna have to turn this fan on, guys.
Down, so yeah.
We're counting down.
I really don't care what it does to the audio. That might be a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I'm speeding up.
You're spinning over there.
Yeah, I'm heating up on this one, both literally and figuratively.
So what's your favorite local restaurant?
King House. King House, without a doubt.
Same.
King House, and when it's in season, Taco Bros.
Can you guys hear the questions
go
out there?
wrong.
Or should we repeat
Oh,
them
that's a
whenever
good
they're
question.
said?
So the question was favorite local restaurant, regardless. But
I'd
Yeah, that
probably
is good to
say Mangoes.
ooh, very good
Is
choice.
some good, fairly
Good
authentic
Mexican.
Mexican.
Yes,
Otherwise, Toscana.
definitely
is
the
really
best
good
of
too.
Fargo.
Some fancy
Oh,
Italian.
fancy. Oh,
Yeah.
You
nice.
guys been to Mezzaluna?
I have not.
That's super fancy.
Yeah, that's delicious though. I've
They-
heard
they
very
have a
good
set
things.
course. Don't divide. Don't.
Get me the chicken strips, man.
Give me that lava cake and chicken strips.
Like a lava cake with chicken strips. Genius. Okay.
What's the worst restaurant you ever ate at?
You
No,
know,
I'm not.
I'm not like a super picky guy, so like it would take a lot for me to be like, oh, this just stinks. I'd say the only time I've ever been like, oh, this just isn't very good, and this is rare, but I'd say like vendor food, you know, like 90% of the time, delicious, some of the best food you'll have, but every once in a while it's like, okay, you're obviously the only person here selling food, so like, that's probably the only time I've ever had that thought. But I won't name any names.
I've had a couple bad fast food experiences, but hey, who hasn't?
Yeah, that's. I mean, when you pay $4 for the meal, you can't argue too much.
There's only a certain quality that can be expected.
You guys ever traveled on a plane?
Yeah,
Where'd you go?
Portland. We've come back. We've come full
Where,
circle.
man?
What's the longest plane ride you've ever been
Portland,
on?
probably.
13 hours was my longest.
When I was in like kindergarten, I went to Florida, but I don't remember it. So probably that. But
Remember kindergarten?
I mean, not like well, like
I remember if I was on a plane.
I don't remember much of the plane because
It's a big life event.
I was like 6, bro. I don't know.
Luke, you traveled 13 hours?
Yeah, my first plane trip was over to Eastern Europe. So it was a 13-hour plane ride. And because it was such a novelty to me, I didn't sleep at all. I think I was like 37 hours awake.
Wow.
So, yeah.
The time dilation was just not like your sleep schedules thrown.
I think I was just so excited about the trip.
Bouncing off the wall. There's like people like veterans that are just sitting there.
That and when I got to my destination, it didn't really get dark at night. So it just kind of grayed. So it didn't really help reset my rhythm.
I've quieted down so I can catch up.
I guess when I
I'm just kidding.
announced, how far we were, I was looking at the stream, so we're actually 33.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
That's more discouraging for my count, but more encouraging for my fingers.
That was looking at the stream's time. That's like 5 minutes. Or no, just 2 minutes. Behind us.
Oh, we only have 2 minutes of the intro?
Yeah, we talked fast.
Yeah.
We're on that event page, right? And that all worked out for us.
Looking right now. Talk about your favorite ways to travel.
Favorite ways to travel.
I really like trains.
Oh, interesting.
I can sleep on trains. Kind of puts me to sleep. And if anybody's ever been on a train in Eastern Europe, that's an experience. They tend to get Western Europe's old trains.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the trains you see in like Ukraine or Russia, I think, I might have that wrong, but some of them came from Germany and some of those bigger Western countries.
Never ridden on a train.
Mm.
Really?
No.
Not even a metro?
No. I mean I guess the light rail,
Sure.
but not anything I'd consider a train. I really like driving. I don't like to be the one driving, to be honest, but I like
Road trips are great.
long car trips sit well with me. Yeah.
Alright, we have another question from Josh.
Oh,
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Okay, we got a question from Josh, if you didn't hear that.
one
I
horse-sized duck. One
can't
horse-sized
even
duck
repeat that
without it.
question. Can you say that one
Yeah,
louder?
what's
One more
Fight
time?
100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck. 100 tiny little horses.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
One horse-sized duck. You think you can take 100 duck-sized horses? That's still a lot of duck-sized horses. That's all I'm saying.
But they're this how big are the ducks?
Yeah, I mean, a normal duck
Not
size.
Like,
I mean the horses.
not like a Clydesdale, but like a...
I could take a single horse-sized duck.
Luke's still thinking.
Still thinking.
He's weighing all the
I'm overthinking.
The logistics.
the logistics of fighting
Do I have
100.
weapons?
That's
Bare knuckle
a good
brawl.
question. And that's what I'm saying. If you're yeah, no, without a doubt, there is a correct answer to that question, and it's the horse-sized duck.
What is some piece of technology that you wish existed when you were younger?
What is one piece of technology that I wish existed when I was younger? High-speed internet would have been.
Yeah, high-speed internet, 100%. Yeah.
Although,
But the
I
computers and the equipment has
I
to
love
change.
hate technology.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually, yeah, now that I think about that, you know,
I'd actually kind of like to go back to dial-up, honestly. So
I'd say Fortnite. It seems like the kids are really liking that.
be a different person today.
Yep. Just, yeah. Or Minecraft. That would have been a Minecraft kid. But I was a little late.
But why be a Minecraft kid when you can be a Minecraft adult?
Responsibilities. I'm just kidding. I do. I actually just installed Minecraft on my Xbox. So.
Luke, do you play Minecraft? Have you played Minecraft?
I have. Yeah.
What games are you currently playing now?
So I got the Xbox Game Pass, and I've been downloading like all the fighting games on there. I'm usually not a big fighting game guy, but I play a lot of Super Smash Bros. Is kind of the one game my whole life, like you just kind of play, like have some guys over, want to play Super Smash Bros, you know.
Loser gets to jump out if you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now that's not even a
That was
problem
always me.
because you can play with 8 people. So like, you can play with more people than I can fit in the room to play the game. So. But yeah, games I'm playing right now though. I'm trying to think of what they announced at E3 that I was super excited about. I don't know, Pokemon. There's a new Pokemon coming out. That'll be
When
cool.
is there not a new Pokemon coming out?
Yeah, but this one's like different.
This was when I started.
It's on the Switch. It's a little different.
Luke, you playing anything?
Not really much recently. I've dipped into Fortnite. I do not have the time to dedicate to that.
Yeah, it's really disappointing when you just get destroyed, and then
There's a skill gap there.
yeah, and you know the guy just destroying you is like 12. You know, it does hurt. You know.
Alright, we have more would you rather questions, ready?
Okay.
Would you rather rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early?
So the question was, would you rather be 10 minutes late or 10 minutes early?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes early. I mean, I am 10 minutes late already. And like, I made it this
Your
far.
change.
I'd probably still go with 10 minutes late.
Hmm.
20 minutes early, you're wasting 20 minutes every time you have an obligation. I don't know.
I could wax philosophical on this one
Okay.
too, but I'd probably go with the 20 minutes early.
Mine's just a simple calculus. I don't want to lose 20 minutes every time I have
But are
something
you
to
really
do.
losing it?
Yeah. You're early.
One of the
You might
biggest
as
things that we've
well.
lost with Fortnite and high-speed internet is a chance to slow down and just think about your life.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright, do you want to elaborate on this question a little bit
yeah,
more?
what do you got?
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself?
Everyone but yourself?
Anyone but yourself.
Would you rather see 10 minutes,
10 minutes?
10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of everyone else?
Anyone else.
Oh, so any one
Yeah.
person else.
You're not. I don't think you're just like
That
constantly.
would have been
That'd be overwhelming.
Anybody has something going on?
I mean, gosh, probably 10 minutes into my own future. I just don't see the utility of being able to see anyone else's. Maybe that's selfish of me. Maybe that's self-centered, you know. But I just don't
You have a
know.
responsibility. You'd be
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need to save
exactly.
him. I need to save him.
Yeah.
Pretty big superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd definitely be myself. There's too many moral complications with if I know something's gonna happen to you.
Sure.
Do I tell you? Do I not? You know, like.
Is neither an option.
Nope. It's would you rather.
Well, but if you pick yourself, you just don't have to pay attention. I would say. I'm good on battery, right? Yeah. Wow, those batteries really work.
Right? Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Would you rather dance every time? Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or be forced to sing along every time you heard music?
I would prefer to sing along. I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm with you there.
You know, I can. I think I can dance, but other people have told me that.
So you think you can dance?
You know, it's been questioned by others, is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'll say there. I'm a hit at weddings, though.
Because of your singing?
No, no, not quite. Mostly the
Oh, I
dance.
have not been keeping track. I gotta do a quick count. 2, 3, 4.
You have an app for that.
14? I was only 2 behind.
Okay. 24 minutes and 40 seconds. 49 seconds.
So I'm not going to beat Paul. Is that what you're saying?
It's not looking that way. Together we could probably beat him.
Let's just go with that. Let's
Yeah,
see if we can
we're
beat
going to
Paul
combine the
together.
scores.
The hashtag was just beat Paul.
Yeah.
However many he can do.
They
So
didn't
now
say.
we're taking time to like bring up the official rules, or
There's a whole list of official rules actually, and I bet it has to be an
So
individual.
there's incentives or prizes
Oh, yeah.
for completing
Good
this
to-
challenge. So don't trust us on those rules. Trust the official rules. But if that makes a difference on if you participate or not, go check those out.
Here's a question. What are you currently worried about? Until beating Paul.
What am I currently worried about? That's a good question. People don't ask you that enough. Like.
What worries you?
Like, what are you worried about right now? Because that's usually like what's on your mind. Like that's.
Worries.
People are like, "What's up?" You're like, "Oh, hey." It's like that's not telling you really what's up. That being said,
That's like the Minnesota way of saying
what
it.
am I?
That's bad.
Yeah, what am I
Yeah.
currently worried about?
You don't really want to know.
I work at a fireworks place, and it's just about fireworks season. So I guess I'm a little worried. I'm not in good enough shape for that because I have to walk around all day and
You
lift
gotta
boxes.
train for that fireworks season.
I had the thought. I was like, you should probably like actually run and be athletic a bit, but honestly, we'll be fine. I'm not like overly worried about it, but that's definitely on my mind. Something to think about.
Luke, what worries you?
I'm worried
Check our
about getting into my
feeds.
driveway when I get home. My road is currently under construction, and with all the rain we've been getting,
Checking all the feeds.
it's quite a mess.
You can travel anywhere. Where would you travel?
If we could travel anywhere, where would you travel? I've always had New Zealand at the back of my mind of a place that I'd like to go hiking. Visit Weta Workshop while I'm there. They made all the props, or a lot of the props for Lord of the Rings movies.
I'd go to Ireland.
Good choice.
Yeah,
I think
Ireland.
you'd fit right in.
I'm Irish, so I hope. I hope they'd like me there.
Except use one of their own.
Yeah. But Ireland would be neat. I went to New Orleans one time, but I was a youth, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to go back there now. I think that'd be a cool place. Boy, where else? I don't know. Those are kind of the two places I'm like, I should check those out. What else you got? No, there's a sly smile on his face. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
If you could travel, or time travel, where would you go?
Oh, boy.
When they made all the stuff for Lord of the Rings at the Weta Workshop.
Really specifically.
I think the first thing I'd miss would be a toothbrush. Time traveling. Those things that you just don't realize that if I was to time travel, like, I'd love to go back to a time where they didn't have toothbrushes because there'd be some really fun things to see.
That is a
But,
weird way of picturing
Like
that.
some of those just simple pleasures in life that were different.
So you're like trying to bring a toothbrush and like flex on the people in like this time period? Like, hey, look at my,
Back to like the age of exploration,
clean my teeth.
steamer ships, and when the world was just kind of being opened up to
Yeah,
worldwide exploration.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Doctor.
Yeah, I get that.
So what year would that be? Do you even know?
I would say right around the turn of the last century. So like right around 1900. Maybe a little before.
Let me think. I don't really have a good answer for that one, I'm afraid.
We have 20 minutes remaining.
You got some
We have 20
time.
minutes.
Let's see. Come back to me on that one. I'm gonna need a second. We'll keep going.
All right. What's some of the best advice you could give somebody?
Ooh.
Always bring a toothbrush.
Sounds like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy type of.
Yep. Wear sunscreen.
Bring your towel. Best advice you could give somebody. That's a really broad question.
I know. So I have to check the stream so you guys think about that one.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just speeding up here.
What's some of the good advice you give somebody making some bracelets?
Making some bracelets. Hold your hands firm enough to like give it a tight, a nice tight weave there. But also like it's got to be loose enough that you can twist it fast. In their live stream on Saturday, I heard someone at Operation Gratitude describe it like turning a screwdriver. Very, very good comparison because that's what you're doing. But you got to guide the screwdriver with the other hand. If you let it go too loose, you'll get to the end and you'll have all this extra cord. But if you do it just tight enough, you can like ease it up a bit and it all gets on there really well.
Ironically, if you wind it too tight, you also end up with too much cord. Yeah.
True. So you have to be perfect, I guess is what I'm saying. You got to be perfect to make these bracelets.
That's what we are.
Which we've made 28. So what does that mean for us? I'm just kidding. You don't have to be perfect to make the bracelets. Anyone can make these. So go do that and send them to Operation Gratitude.
What's the oldest thing you guys own?
What's the oldest thing I own? I have the hospital bracelet that I was wearing when I was right after I was born. So
Wow,
that would be like the first possession I was given. So that's the oldest thing I own.
I have this old like pocket knife that was apparently my grandpa's. I don't know. I know nothing beyond that. No, nothing.
Pocket knives are big for heavy ones.
Yep.
Okay, just kidding. I have some tools from my grandpa. Those are older.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or if we're really being honest, I have a couple old coins.
Here's a question for you. Though. Would you rather not brush your hair or ever brush your teeth?
Why are you asking me?
The question is, would you rather never brush your teeth or never brush your hair?
You guys don't know anything about beard oil. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd still be
you
fine.
can get away without brushing your hair.
Yeah.
Who brushes curly hair anyway?
I honestly don't know, guys. You're asking the wrong guy.
The time of where white froze are popular is over. So
That's true. I'm sorry.
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's for the best. Indeed.
Oh, some of these are bad. Okay. Would you rather be uncontrollably laughing for the rest of your life or uncontrollably crying?
I'm laughing.
This is a
That's-
lose-lose situation.
Yeah, that's an easy one though. Like laughing. I don't want to cry all the time.
Does your mood go along with it? If you guys didn't hear, it was, would you rather be perpetually laughing or perpetually crying for the rest of your life? Does your mood go along with it? If it doesn't, I think I'd rather be crying. That takes less energy. Although I would get very dehydrated.
Do you get dehydrated from crying?
Well, I imagine.
I mean, but that. I don't know. I mean.
And you start to get the crusties under your nose, and it's just not good.
I mean, yeah, Luke's an ugly crier.
What? How do you know that? What's happened? Yeah, I'm still going with laughing, because even like if your emotions are contagious, you know, so like even if I'm not feeling the sadness of me eternally crying, which would be sad anyway, you cut it. Everyone
Here's one.
would be sad.
Do you put the toilet paper roll on the right way or the murderer way?
This is an
The
important
right way.
question.
The right way, please. That's
Which way do you put the toilet paper roll? Is the question.
The right way or the murderer
And the-
way?
And the choices are the right way or the murderer way.
the right way.
I would break them down into the.
Luke's like,
The normal way and the cat owner's way. But
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
that being said, I've never had.
That seemed like a way to mask the fact that it's like, well, there's the right way, then there's the cat, and I wouldn't call it the murderer's way. It's like
They
what?
might be one and the same.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Ooh, cake.
What?
Whoa, boy. Controversy.
I don't know. Cake it's just sugar.
And pie is butter.
Yes.
There is a correct answer. Yes.
Yeah, I suppose. No, but pie has fruit in it. It's good fruit.
Cake
Got
can
it.
have fruit in it. I guess not a good kind of cake.
Not no.
14 minutes remain.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. 19.
We'll do a final count after.
My fingers have acclimated.
Yeah, my fingers are actually doing. That's probably because I'm going slow, but like my fingers are doing great.
All right. Now really think about this. I asked Jake earlier. Dream car.
Okay, this is a dumb question, guys.
Dream car.
I'm just gonna preface it.
This has
Think
changed.
outside the box. Think outside the box.
This
Yeah.
has changed over the years.
Way outside the box.
Yeah,
I think-
yeah.
Don't even
It's
think
dumb.
about what
It's-
you're thinking. It's a dream car. Just
I think I would go in
Wow,
a
this is
Mercedes
amazing.
Sprinter van.
utilities. Any add-ons?
Yes. The add-ons would be renovating it into a camper.
Um,
Okay, that's good.
So
powered by
solar.
cool.
Yeah.
There's a dream there.
Yeah, I guess I can elaborate on that dream.
Yeah,
It
elaborate.
would be like a self-sustaining camper.
I can just tell Jake's like,
It's like, what's your dream car? I'm like, well, realistically, like, I don't know, a Jeep. And I'm like, I mean, like, just ridiculously dream, like, yeah, I'd like a Lamborghini, like, that'd be cool. And then he's like, no, I mean, like, can it fly? Or like, and he starts going, I'm like, that's not, what? It's not part of this at
I think it'd be
all.
fun to own a Tesla too, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point.
So more like the dream, unattainable dream at the moment would be a Tesla. So I'll pretend I'm like a famous YouTuber and say if anybody wants to give me a Tesla, you know, I would accept that gift.
Do people on YouTube do that? Are you people going to give us Teslas? I don't think they're going
Well,
to do
if you're a
that.
big enough YouTuber, it would be publicity.
I just-
you know, like
I just
Tesla
want them.
doesn't need publicity. but,
I
you know,
just want them to donate some bracelets. We don't need a Tesla.
I need a Tesla.
Okay, Luke wants a Tesla. I want you to donate to Operation Gratitude.
Sure, make me the bad guy.
Yeah, it was easy. It's like, easy shot.
Project to run away.
I
Yeah.
was asked this yesterday if you had a superpower. Remember we talked about the Photoshop superpower, where you just basically manipulate anything?
Real life Photoshop.
Yeah.
Superpower.
Real life Photoshop superpower. You can bend anything if you will, and manipulate it and turn it into. You can turn pizza into a. What did we say? Like turn pizza into a human.
I would.
But,
That's a good creative one. I've always been like a Professor X kind of power set.
This is choosing your own
Yeah.
superpower. in case you need-
Yeah.
Or choose your own superpower. Excuse me.
I feel like it'd be a weighty, like not weighty, heavy would be
With great power,
looking
great
for.
responsibility.
Yeah, it'd be a heavy power, but like at the same time, I think would take a lot of uncertainty out of life. You know?
you're so close physically.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You're almost
That honestly, Patrick Stewart is actually all bald people look up to Patrick Stewart in some sense.
Oh.
He's basically like the patron
Is he
saint.
tall?
No, I don't think so. I think he's a normal. I think he's got to be like what 5'9", Patrick Stewart.
You said look up to.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know. Well,
Destroy it.
well, that didn't
You're
work.
slowing me down.
Yeah.
Killing me, Smalls.
towards the end of the stream. We have about 10 minutes remaining.
Okay.
10, 20, 10, 30. So you got both your superpowers. What was it again?
The Photoshop thing? Is that
Oh
what-
no, I didn't say.
What is it?
I overthink these. I wouldn't want teleportation, even though I like to travel, because the journey is part of the experience.
Okay.
Flying would be pretty cool. Breathing underwater would be pretty cool.
Underwater, that's a whole nother
World, yeah. Okay.
Now you're ready.
Yeah. No kidding.
So there's a lot. You want to breathe underwater and fly and what else?
I think I'd go with the breathing underwater.
Yeah, that's a good one. Nobody really says that's usually just invisibility or fly.
I feel like more super criminals have invisibility than superheroes.
Is that true?
It just
I
kind of
would
would
just
lend
say
itself to that.
Introverts like to be invisible.
Yeah.
Extroverts like to fly and be seen by everybody.
What does that say about me with the Professor X powers?
You like to sit in a big dome and listen
Control.
to
And listen to people. Yikes. Yikes.
What is your, if your life was a movie, what song would be on the soundtrack? Or songs?
Something by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That would be
It
involved.
doesn't matter the message of the song, it's just...
No, that would they would definitely have a spot on that. Boy, it's not relevant, but it's just a great song. I think "Tiny Dancer" by Elton John. I'm not a dancer, but I don't know. Something about that song is just comforting for me.
We're getting a little glare on that now. Since it's
Oh,
over.
yep.
Oh.
Is that better?
And that SoundCloud playlist is still just repeating. That's
Yeah, I'm still
Working
playing
well.
that same lo-fi.
same playlist. Sick. Sick. Yeah, free music.
What's our timer at?
7 minutes 46, 44.
Ooh. Think I'm gonna make it, guys?
I can make it. Together we're gonna make it. We got one more to 40.
Oh, okay.
Right? Am I doing that math right? Yeah.
What's the last movie you guys watched?
I just watched a bunch of movies. I should know
Or
this.
those in theaters?
Last I saw Godzilla, King of the Monsters in theater.
Nice.
That was the last theater movie.
Last theater movie I saw was Endgame.
I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse over
Is
the
it on
weekend.
Netflix now?
No.
I think
Is
so.
it? Well, I rented it at a bad time.
It's coming in like a couple days if it's not there.
That's possible. That is possible. It was a spur of the moment thing, so then I'm fine with it. But yeah, now that you mentioned that, I do remember seeing that.
So yours was Endgame, and Jake's was Godzilla in theaters.
Yeah, in theaters, Godzilla.
What are your 3 movies you can always go to rewatch?
What are 3 movies that you go to rewatch?
Um,
Princess Bride.
do I have to give a Star Wars, or can I
Star Wars.
just say Star Wars? Star Wars.
It's up to you.
I'm just gonna say Star Wars. The Dark Knight and whatever Marvel film is on Netflix at the time. Honestly, any of them. It's been whatever they have on there. Every time it changes. Like Avengers, I would watch that just like at night before I went to bed. And now Infinity War's on there, so I'll just
If you need a lullaby.
put that on. That one's kind of scary though, because you wake up like at the end and you're like, oh jeez, I'm just trying to get a glass of water. This is heavy. But
This is waiting.
okay, a guy says weighty one time.
Luke, yours is Princess Bride.
Yeah, Princess Bride. It's kind of similar, but Stardust was kind of
That's
up
really
to you.
similar.
Yeah, I like that style of movie. Dudley Do Right, which is also kind of the same type of humor.
That's, I was like imagining you saying like those cult classic films.
Like,
Indiana Jones, like those ones.
No, I'm really mainstream on the.
Jaws.
I like-
Star Wars is in
I like
there, but,
those.
like, you know,
I like Indiana Jones. I love Back to the Future. I had that on VHS.
Godfather.
I've seen The Godfather, just not in its entirety.
Like as a trilogy.
I've watched the first one. I've just watched bits and pieces of it.
I have not seen.
I've probably seen the whole thing at this point, but I also played the game, which follows the movie decently. Such a good game, actually.
Luke, have you seen the Godfather?
I've not seen any of them,
Oh,
so I can't.
It's one of those that's considered like the greatest movie ever made, right?
okay. It's up there.
I think it was on Obama's like favorite movie ever
Citizen
made.
Kane.
Saw
That's one of those
someone's-
movies I've heard quoted, so I've probably heard half the movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep, Citizen Kane, which I watched one time, but I was too young to really know what was
Go
happening.
back to it and watch it.
I should.
Shawshank Redemption would be up there.
Oh yeah.
That's another one. 4 minutes. 4 minutes or
Ah,
more.
4 minutes. I guess I don't have to tell you guys that. You guys have a timer on your screen. Oh, this last knot always slow me down.
Good flip. Okay, come on, I'm so close.
Are you old fashioned? I think Luke is. I'm just
I
gonna
would-
say that.
The question is, are you old-fashioned? And Tyler thinks I am.
I'm getting more old-fashioned
And I would
as I
agree
get
with that.
older.
You don't live in a van, like no possessions.
You were questioning your enjoyment of high-speed internet. Yeah, there's been a lot of clues.
Yeah. Modern life ain't all up to
All of your movies didn't involve like heavy CGI or anything.
And they're over 50 years old.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I find myself. I feel like you get more old-fashioned with age, though, because like things I think that are considered old-fashioned just become necessary.
So, what is old fashioned to you right now?
What
I'm gonna have to
old-fashioned
think of a
or-
good example of this. Yeah. I use candles. That's old-fashioned.
I like books.
Like books. I feel like although
Books. There's a difference.
Yes, there is. And ebooks are not as good.
yes, they aren't. I agree with that.
No,
I like the Marvel comic app I was talking about, and it only really works because they like set up each of the comic books frame by frame. So like as you tap, it like goes to the right part of the frame that's important. But like yeah, I prefer to just have a book.
So they structure it by panels or frame?
You can do either one. Panel.
Panel.
Yes. You can also just go page by page, but on a phone it's much easier to do panel by panel. It's also it's cool when there's like someone like exploding out of whatever, like it zooms in on them first and then like zooms out when you tap it again, so you see the rest of the scene. Like it's a really cool app actually.
We've got
Good.
a
I think
minute
I've had that
30,
before.
minute and a half left.
Oh boy.
I
So
will
this is gonna be
finish
the
this
last
one.
Gotta finish it.
Yeah, but you've been like kicking into gear. You did that one in one question.
Are our questions consistent length?
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on you guys. Answers are different. Anything else you guys want to add to the end of this? Thanks for joining us.
I mean, we can decompress for a second. We don't have to like when the clock hits 0, like we're done.
Well, Jake
I
wanted
hit
to
20,
begin,
so that's all I needed.
You're stopping?
I mean,
You're
that's
stopping?
what do we have on the time there?
Left.
50 seconds.
Oh, I better stop
That was
talking
a lot of
and
fun.
get.
I'm gonna double count my check, or double check my count. I can talk. 1, 2,
Double count
3,
and check.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
30 seconds.
Hey, I was off by 1.
When you
Nice.
finish this, Luke,
Yeah, I can get this one done.
20 seconds.
This part always gets me.
We're gonna pass those around the office tomorrow. Everyone's making a bracelet.
8, 5,
There we go.
4,
You do like the rollout thing too? That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
I've been rolling all of them.
Yeah, I
Where
haven't.
you been?
That's a good technique.
Oh, I didn't. 26. Yeah, forgot to tap it. I'm gonna do a double check just to make sure I counted right.
So we didn't beat Paul, which he's gonna see this, and I'm gonna be like, okay. So let me check this out.
26 it is.
Put up Twitter. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, so that was that whole thing. Hopefully we'll do more live streams in the future. This was a lot of fun.
If you guys have any ideas for that, let us know.
Yeah, because all I have so far is we'll just make bracelets for Operation Gratitude every time, which
Do it again.
maybe we do this every once in a while. That's not a terrible idea, actually. Gonna put a pin in that. Thanks for joining us. I'm trying to think anything else we need to pitch. We have a video coming out on Thursday. Check that out. And then, yeah, we have videos come out every Tuesday and Thursday. So
Yep.
if you're interested in those, be sure to subscribe to our
Usually
channel.
Paracord tutorials. Sometimes we do a little bit more entertaining stuff that doesn't really teach you anything, but just is kind of for its own sake.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks again for joining us, and
Have
see
a
you
good
next
one.
time.